Good afternoon, Mulgrave. Thank you for joining us today, and thank you in advance for being a quiet and respectful audience. It's our pleasure to be your MCs for today's assembly. My name is Summer, this is Callie, and this is Austin.
Please acknowledge that we live, work, and learn on the traditional unceded territory of the Musqueam, Tsleil-Waututh, and Squamish peoples. Please join the Grade 5 choir singers Imogen Vaudry and Angela Yee, who will lead the national anthem and the school song sung in English.
As you may or may not know, the grade 5 students just finished exhibition this week. Exhibition is done in grade 5, which is the end of PYP at Mulgrave. The grade 5 students have worked for a long time and presented to the Mulgrave community Tuesday night. Could Eleanor, Paige, William, Alec, Matthew, and Aaliyah please come up to share a bit about the exhibition process?
Thank you, Austin. My name is Paige, and this is Eleanor, William, Alec, Matthew, and Aaliyah. We are here to talk to you about Grade 5 exhibition.
In this slideshow, we'll be educating you on the process that we went through over the last 7 weeks. The exhibition is a very important part of PYP, where students get to look into real-world issues and find some solutions. Through the process, we get to use all of our ATL skills, our learner profile attributes, and take meaningful action.
During the first week of the exhibition, we did a provocation where we created an art piece to describe a problem that the world is facing. One example was a group that had to solve the problem of pollution affecting salmon. The group designed a robot that could collect plastic in rivers and oceans. This provocation was fun because we were able to be creative and work with our friends, which challenged our collaboration skills. When we look back to that time, I think we can all agree our collaboration skills have improved.
After the provocation, we brainstormed several topics we were interested in. The teachers looked at all of our choices and put us into groups that all shared similar interests. The next step was for the students to work in their assigned group and create their central idea which connected all the issues of the group members. Then we created individual lines of inquiry. After that, we started taking notes and researching our specific topic. The students had many lessons with Miss Brooks on note-taking and learned how to cite their work using different resources.
Here are photos of some very important people, our mentors. These Mulgravians guided us along our journey and shared their valuable time and expertise. We had weekly meetings where we shared what we had done during the week and would get feedback from them. Many of our mentors are quoted in our essays. They were so helpful keeping us on track and educating us on our topics. One example was when I thought my script was way too long. I emailed my mentor, and the next day, she actually came to my classroom, and we made a time to meet that day. They sure supported us throughout our exhibition, and were definitely always there when we needed.
Students continued to research the exhibition topics ranging from discrimination, climate change, and healthy choices. The fact that we were able to choose our topics of interest ensured that we were dedicated to researching deeply. We got inspired to write research essays with the help of Miss Longmire and our amazing teachers. Those essays sure took a lot of time. We had to create a plan, write a rough drafts, get feedback, and then edit, and more editing. Finally, we created something we were proud of.
After our essays, we created metaphorical pieces of art. We learned what they were and how to create them with Ms. Reed. Using our artistic skills, creativity bloomed and innovative pieces of art were created. Following this, we decided to take action. Some of us researched ways of how to take action, while others thought of creative ways to help, such as teaching students how to take care of trees and the environment.
Here are some examples of action in art pieces. One group made a dress, another made a tree out of plastic, while another group took action by collecting plastic bags and making them into something else. One group even had a fish tank to represent their learning.
Sharing is the final step of the exhibition. We began with learning about effective presentation skills. We were challenged to have very few words on our slides and to make sure we had a hook to engage our audience. We also got to practice with the grade 4s. Our amazing student slideshows were a product of practice, practice, and more practice.
We would like to acknowledge our wonderful teachers. Mr. May, Ms. Baxter, Mr. Barker, and Ms. Lane, could you please stand? Let's give them a big round of applause. We could not have done this without you.
This year was so special as we had our exhibition face-to-face. So we would like to congratulate all the grade 5s for finishing their exhibition. Great job.
Thank you, grade 5s. Exhibition looks hard but fun. We're excited for next year when we get to do it. Thank you for presenting to the grade 4 classes. We have a special guest for this assembly that I know Mulgrave loves. Please welcome Mr. Tayo to introduce the breakdancing group from junior school.
happy night. I want you, baby. I want you, baby. I want you, baby. You know my world.
I know what I'm doing.
That was so exciting. Amazing, amazing. Let's listen to our MCs.
Thank you, breakdancers. That was incredible. I'm sure it took a lot of practice to learn to do that. What an amazing skill to have. Please welcome Miss Hicks to the stage for dismissal.
Thank you so much. Can we have a round of applause for Summer, Callie, and Austin? I know sometimes when you get up here, it can be a little bit nerve-wracking when you're, do you say yes, Summer? Yeah. It can be a little bit nerve-wracking when you're talking to the whole junior school, including, I even saw Mr. Ray in here earlier, and their teachers and all your peers. So as a lot of you in the room know, when you come up and do an assembly, it can be kind of nerve-wracking, but you know what makes it all better? Is when you look out at all of your friends and they're listening really closely and they're being respectful and they're cheering you on. And what about those break dancers? Those were from grade 3, 4, and 5. Let's give another round of applause. I don't know about you, but I know, maybe I'll ask Miss Ramji. Miss Ramji, did you used to break dance like that when you were little? Yeah, me too. I can't believe how talented those grade 3, 4s, and 5s are. And I know others in the audience have also done different types of dancing and maybe have done some break dancing too. So thank you so much to Tayo, who does an absolutely incredible job with our break dancers. And also thank you to our grade 5s. I'd like to give one more round of applause to our presenters and our exhibition students. That was really well done. And Mulgrave, all of our grade 5 students, and some of you maybe even saw it because you might have a brother or sister in grade 5, but they presented in front of all of the parents in here. And then they went upstairs to the classrooms and they did individual presentations in front of all of our Mulgrave families and teachers. And they were really brave and really well prepared. So excellent job. We're really proud of you, grade 5s, and we know that you are more than ready to head up to middle school after presentations like that. So well done. One more thing, Mulgrave. A couple of the things I've noticed, and Ms. Ramji also hopefully maybe has noticed too, is that we're seeing on the playground a little bit better behavior, which is really excellent. The one thing I do want to address is that if you are seeing something that is unkind or anything that's physical or that is not going along with our Mulgrave Code of Conduct, please tell the teacher on duty, and also come back and tell your homeroom teacher. And that way we can make sure that we follow up on it, okay? The other thing that I can't even tell you how happy it makes my heart is how quiet you guys are being in the hallways. I can tell you when I got here 3 years ago, I said to Miss Ramji, are they supposed to be that noisy in the hallways? And Miss Ramji said, no, I don't think they're supposed to be that noisy. So now, 3 years later, when we go out for a fire drill, do you know who the noisy people are? Middle schoolers, I know. But not the junior school. The junior school is so quiet. I think out of about 400 of you, I don't think I saw one person talk. It was so nice. And even when you got out to the field, you were so quiet. So we're really proud of you, and thank you so much for listening and abiding the Mulgrave rules, because it is the reason we do that is to keep you all safe, okay? Excellent. Thank you, Mulgrave. Great assembly. Teachers, you can escort your students back up to class and have a wonderful, wonderful weekend.